Now on to the death blow of Abernanit. The death blow of Abernanit, with explains by the sage Geocrates Varnus. Broken battlements and wrecked walls, where worship of the horror once embraced, the bites of filthy winters, frost, and wind, have cracked and pitted the unholy gates, and brought down the cruel obscene spire. All is dust, all is nothing more than dust. The blood has dried, and screams have echoed out. Framed by hills in the wildest, forlorn place of Morwind, sits the barren bones of Abernanit. When thrice blessed Rangadil first saw Abernanit, it burnished silver bright with power and permanence, a dreadful place with dreadful men to guard it. With fewer glassed eyes and strength through the horror, Rangadil saw the foe's number was far greater than the few ordinators and buoyant armigers he led, watching from the hills above the field and castle of death. While it stood, it damned the souls of the people of Morrowind. Accursed iniquitous castle Abernanit, the alarum was sounded, calling the holy warriors to battle, to answer villainy shield with justice spears, to steel themselves to fight at the front and be brave. Rangadil too grasped his shield and his thin ebon spear, and the clamor of battle began with a resounding crash to shake the clouds down from the sky. The shield wall was smashed and blood staunched the ground of the field, a battle like no other of Morrowind, to destroy the evil of Abernanit. The maniacal horde were skilled at arms for certes, but the three holy fists of Mother, Lord, and Wizard pushed the monster's army back in charge after charge. Rangadil saw from above, urging the army to defend, Dagus Thros himself in his pernicious tower spire, and knew that only when the heart of evil was caught would the land e'er be truly saved. He pledged then by the temple of the holy tribunal of Morrowind to take the tower of Abernanit. In a violent push, the tower base was pierced, but all efforts fell, the spire came to naught, as if all the strength of the horror led the one tower. The stairwell up was steep and so tight that two warriors could not ascend it side by side. So single file the army clambered up and up to take the tower room and end the reign of one of the cruelest petty tyrants in the annals of Morrowind, Dagus of Abernanit. They awaited a victory cry from the first to scale the tower, but silence only returned, and then the blood. First only a rivulet, and then a scarlet's course poured down the steep stairwell with the cry from above. Dagus is besting our army one by one. Rangadil called his army back, every ordinator and buoyant armiger, and he himself ascended the stairs, passing the bloody remains of the best warriors of Morrowind, to the tower room of Abernanit. Like a raven of death, on its eyrie was Dagus holding bloody shield and bloody blade at the tower room door. Every thrust of Rangadil's spear was blocked with ease. Every slash of Rangadil's blade was deflected away. Every blow of Rangadil's mace was met by the shield. Every quick arrow shot could find no purchase, for the monster's greatest power was in his dread blessing that no weapon from no warrior found in all of Morrowind could pass the shield of Abernanit. In our past, Rangadil came to understand how his greatest warriors met their end with Dagus for he could exhaust them by blocking their attacks, and then, thus weakened, they were simply cut down. The villain was patient and skilled with the shield, and Rangadil felt even his own mighty arms growing numb, while Dagus anticipated and blocked every cut, and Rangadil feared that without the blessing of the Divine Three of Morrowind, he'd die in the Tower of Abernanit. But he still poured down blows as he yelled, "Foe, I am Rangadil, a prince of the true temple, and I fought in many a battle, and many a warrior has tried to stop my blade and has failed. Very few can anticipate which blow I'm planning, and fewer knowing that know how to arrest the design, or have the strength to absorb all of my strikes. There is no greater master of the shield blocking in all of Morwind than here in the castle Abernanit. My foe, Dark Lord Dagisthros, before you slay me, I beg you, tell me how you know how to block. Wickedly proud, Dagisthros heard Yagadil's plea, and decided that before he gutted the temple champion, he would deign to give him some knowledge of the afterlife. How his instinct and reflexes worked, and as he started to explain, he realized he did not know how he did it, and watched and puzzled as Rangel delivered the Tales of Morwind, called the Death Blow of Abernanit. Alrighty, I will see you in the next one.